Did you just buy a property to flip, but now you're thinking about hanging on to it? Do you have a rental that maybe isn't doing too good and now you want to consider selling it? Did you just get into the real estate game and have no idea what you're even getting into? Well, today I'm gonna give you a few tips on deciding whether if you should hang on to a property or if you should sell it. Hey guys, my name is Jamaal. I'm an agent here at the 𝗓𝗏𝗯𝗀 team with 𝗓𝗏 Structure, and I wanted to give you guys a few tips on whether you should hang on to a property or sell it, how to measure the return on investment, as well as some other things to consider if you're planning on flipping a property or holding on to it. So you just got a hot deal and plan on flipping it. Maybe the market changed or you decided to hang on to it for whatever reason, or maybe you just have a rental that's been underperforming for a while and you want to sell that property to maybe free up some money to go buy another one or do a flip. So today I'm going to give you guys a few different tips and things to consider on whether you should flip the property or hang on to it. The first and probably the most important thing to consider is your overall goals. What are your overall plans and why are you even investing in real estate? Are you in real estate to flip 100 properties, make millions of dollars and be on HGTV, get your own TV show maybe? Or maybe your goals were to build up a rental portfolio. That way you could start retiring, get some of that monthly income going so you could maybe leave your job and go on to do other things. This is definitely the most important variable to consider, as this is basically going to guide your entire decision-making process. The second thing to consider is going to be what the return on investment is like, whether you flip the property or hang on to it. Say you're all in on a property, $100,000 to purchase it, renovate it, and to sell it, as well as holding costs. All that's going to cost $100,000. And at the end of the day, you sell the property and walk away with a $10,000 profit. What you're going to do is take the $10,000 worth of profit that you made and divide that by the $100,000 that you put into the entire project. And this is going to give you a 10% return on investment. Now, say you purchase that same property, but it's fixed up and you only put $5,000 down, and then you have $1,000 worth of closing costs. Rent the property out for $1,000 a month, and after all the other expenses that come with owning rental property, you end up with $200 of profit, cash flow, free and clear. At the end of the year, you're gonna have $2,400 worth of net profits that you made from that rental. What you're gonna do is take that $2,400 of profit that you made and divide that by the $6,000 that you put into it for down payment and closing costs. You're gonna end up with a number that is basically 40% return on investment that you made from that property. Now you're gonna take those two numbers and compare 10% or 40%, which one's better? And this isn't even taking into account a lot of the other benefits you get from investing in rental property, such as tax benefits from mortgage interest write-offs. You get appreciation. The property is going to rise in value, hopefully, over the time you own it, as well as the mortgage getting paid down every single month. But basically, you're going to want to run a rough sketch of what these numbers are going to look like, do a side-by-side comparison, and see which one's going to be more worth it. Lastly, the third thing to consider on whether you want to flip this property or hang on to it as a rental is the time commitment. Now, I know a lot of people think that with flipping properties, it's just easy, in and out, you know, buy the property, fix it up, sell it, run off with your money. But there's a few different things that go into managing a fix and flip property, such as making sure the contractors are on time doing their work. You might have to go and pick up materials for the project to be completed. You might have delays in the project where maybe you have to get a new contractor halfway through, or there's just all kinds of things that can pop up. And same thing with owning a rental property. There's a lot of duties that come with that. You're gonna have to collect rental payments. You could get that late night phone call that the toilet broke or the furnace went out, or you have to find tenants to actually rent out the property and qualify them, which is a whole process in and of itself. But luckily you can hire off a lot of those tasks to where you're not having to manage that stuff day to day, but of course everything comes with a cost. So these are just a few different things to consider on whether you should flip a property or hang on to it. I hope this gives you some things to think about for the next property that you're purchasing, or maybe you have a property that you're thinking about flipping or hanging on to right now. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the tips. If you want some more investing tips for real estate, go to my YouTube channel. I'll include all that here. Also, you can reach out to me anytime. Would love to have a chat with you, just to see where your goals are and how I might be able to help you out with that. As always, thanks again for your time. I hope you enjoy the tips, and I'll catch you on the next video.